the Volta region, trade unions, public sector workers and workers across the Volta and Oti regions converged on the Jubilee grounds in Ho to commemorate this year's May Day under the theme, Protecting Incomes and Pensions in an Era of Economic Crisis, Our Responsibility. Addressing the gathering, Volta and Oti Regional Secretary of the Traders Union Congress, Edith Abla Amenuvo Apenu, said, the union does not believe the current economic crisis faced in the country is as a result of the emergence of COVID-19 and subsequently the Russia-Ukraine war. According to her, government's mismanagement of the public purse has been exposed by the global crisis and says the IMF bailout which government is seeking cannot change our economic challenges but should rather impose more burden on the ordinary Ghanaian worker.
IMF bailout has now become the lifeline for Ghana in spite of our numerous human and natural resources. We in organized labor hold the view that the economic crisis we are experiencing in Ghana is self-imposed. We acknowledge the adverse effects of COVID-19 and the Russian-Ukraine war on the global economy, but we do not believe that these events are the fundamental causes of Ghana's economic crisis.
Volta and Oti Regional Secretary of the Traders Union Congress also called on government to cut down expenditure on non-essentials such as the size of government. She said, government should re-look at the construction of the National Cathedral.
We have to change the situation ourselves. We believe that government can lead us out of this crisis by cutting expenditure on non-essentials, including the need to stop spending our hard-earned revenue on a national cathedral. It will be better to convert that project into a national hospital.
The Volta Regional Minister, Dr. Achiboye Alecha, said, government has recognized the contribution of workers in the country and says the restructuring of the domestic debt exchange will not affect workers and appeals to the unions to consider proposals brought by government to the organized labor.
Let me be quick to state that government will not do anything to shortchange the workers of Ghana under the domestic debt exchange program. Indeed, the restructuring of the domestic debt exchange is of mutual benefit to all parties involved based on the critical point that we need to work together to salvage the economy.
In a Citi News interview, the Volta and Oti Union Chairman of the National Commission for Civic Education, Clement Kwesi Mamadou, said their personal savings have been affected by the domestic debt restriction and government must release their bonds as it is affecting their service delivery.
In February, bonds mature for them to pay, it has been rolled over. In March to pay, it has been rolled over. In April to pay, it has been rolled over. And all because government says it's an economic crisis. But these are our personal savings that we invested in government treasuries. We need our money. So we are only pleading for government to release whatever means they have to get the money. Our bonds should be paid to us.
The Volta and Oti Regional Branch of TUC say government must cut upon its expenditure, especially to help reduce the burden on its economy. Reporting for Citi News from the Volta Regional Capital, Ho, I'm Desmond Salasiago.